morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is, wherever you are. We are back with another YouTube video today. Now, today of all days, this video of all videos is going to be probably one of my favorites, or one of the most, I guess I would say, most anticipated videos I've been waiting to do, because it's the first video that E36 is going to be in. Now, if you were watching our last video, you'll see that we introduced the drift car to the channel. However, obviously there's different things that we have to work on and, you know, replace and stuff like that. So this is the first video of our series of working on the drift car, driving the drift car, etc. And I couldn't be more excited to start this out. So first things first, we are going to be replacing these motor mounts right here with some new poly mounts, because our whole entire motor is sitting on this bar right here, and I can't live with that at all. So we're gonna go ahead and swap these motor mounts out today. I've already basically went and started, as you can see, because my arm is already dirty and etc. While I was waiting for Ben to get here, I went ahead and started loosening some of these bolts that are required to remove the mounts, just to make our life a little bit easier and get this video done a little bit quicker, because after this we have a whole nother set of things that we are going to do. I'm debating whether to put this in the next video or not, or I'll probably just make a review on the difference between the E36 arms that I currently have and the E46 arms that I'm swapping them over to as well. So with that being said, let's get right into it. All right, so first things first, you're going to have to obviously jack up the car. So you will need a jack, at least 2 jack stands, and I'm actually going to be using a small 2x4 here, but we will get to that later. You will need I think it's a 15. We'll fact check these later on, but for right now, you're gonna need at least a 15-inch socket, at least a extension. I would say probably about a foot in length. That's how long you'll need to at least be able to get all the way down in there. Where's that light? Because I moved a couple things out of the way already, but the mount is right there. So you can see for yourself just how far down you're gonna have to go. And this is honestly the easy side. The side where the exhaust is at over here, if I can even see it, on dead. Down there is the more difficult side. So just make sure you have at least, I would say, a foot's worth of extensions in length. And that's honestly about it. But start off with jacking up the car, get everything up so you can see what you're gonna be working with. Right now, I already went ahead and loosened these top bolts up top here on both sides. So the plan is basically to loosen both of the top bolts up on the top, obviously, and then jack up basically the motor from the bottom of the oil pan with said 2x4, and that should lift up the motor just enough for us to be able to unbolt that bottom part of the mount and slide it out, swap them, and bolt everything back up. It's really not that difficult. It's pretty cut and dry. But for anything that I do miss, trust me, these are very simple and you can easily find more information. All right, okay, so this is the bottom side of the mount right here. So you're gonna need one of these little extensions so that you can weasel your way to the bolt through right there. I would show you guys how to do it, but I only have 2 hands, and one's on the light and the other's on the GoPro. So basically, your extension is gonna go right through that hole, and then basically just loosen that bolt. Now, once you loosen that bolt, I have the bottom and the top loosened. So all I'm gonna do is basically jack up the motor and pull it right out, put the new one in, lower it back in, move on to the next side. Simple as that. Okay, so I'm gonna have my handy dandy hand model right here, Ben, hold up one as I hold up the other. Now you can obviously see the difference between the two. One looks like one that you would get at BMW. And the other looks like somewhere, honestly, I don't know. Where does that one look like you would get it from? Honestly, it looks like you get that from like the Crayola factory or something. But one should perform better than the other. Right now, we're about to find out. But as you can see, there's obviously a difference between the two. Yeah, like I said, it popped right out on the driver's side. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one on, and then we're gonna swap to the other side, knock that out, and that's honestly gonna be it.
He's forgetting to tell you guys how we got it to pop out, because he said that he was gonna tell you guys how that works later on, but he's forgetting to tell you. So pretty much once you have both sides loose from the bottom and the top, you're gonna wanna take this ring off right here that's on top of the motor mount. You wanna take it off of both sides, that way that the motor, when you're jacking it up from the bottom with the piece of wood on the oil pan, that way the motor, the bracket itself will lift up off of the motor mount itself. That way you can sneak it out from the bottom just like that, and then you can take the new one like this and then sneak it back in from the same place as you removed the old one, and then tighten everything back down. Also, you do want to do one side at a time, unless you're, you know, bold enough to do both sides at a time and you trust your jack and your piece of wood, or if you have, or if you have an engine hoist. If you have an engine hoist, it definitely made the job a lot easier. You can support the motor from the top, and then, you know, lift it up as high as you want, and then you can do both at the same time. But for right now, we're doing one side at a time. Jamal's about to put that side in right now, and then we'll move over to the next side. But it's as easy as that, guys. Simple as 1, 2, 3. Make sure you have all the right tools. Obviously, you are supporting the motor, so you don't want that to fall, cause any type of damage to you and or your car. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and finish this up.
Alright guys, well like I said, honestly, let's be real, Ben. Apart from the extended lugs that you did on the M3, this might be the easiest video we've made.
Yeah, I mean, this is, for this vehicle, it's super simple. Yes, I will agree with you. Putting in the motor mounts on this vehicle was very simple. It's just 2 bolts. Every vehicle is different. Some vehicles will have very long bolts that go in from the bottom that you have to loosen and take out. Some vehicles will just have 1 nut. They're all different. This was very simple. We literally got it done in about 5 minutes. That's why this video is so short. Yeah, I mean, that's really it. As long as you have the right tools or an assortment of tools to do the job, you can do it in about 5-10 minutes. But yeah.
I wouldn't say 5 to 10 minutes, because BMW will quote you longer than that, sir.
That's right. I mean, I work for BMW. I could have did it in about 5-10 minutes. So.
It takes about 2 labor hours worth, I would say.
Nah, I quote you 4.
Never catch me, Karen. That's not my name. But yeah, I'm super excited that we can start throwing this car on the channel. We can start getting work done on this. Right after this video is finished, I'm going to get right to work on these E46 arms, these Condor bushings as well. And going to try and throw some angle on this babe and see if we can get her sliding. After that is a whole bunch of other different things that you guys are just going to have to keep watching the channel to find out. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe if you like E36s. Like, comment, subscribe if you like F80 M3s, because obviously we're gonna have a lot of content between the 2 cars as well. Anything you wanna give us, like a little segue into what we might be dealing with later?
And there's a couple of big things coming up since it's gonna be the end of the year. I got a couple of big things planned. Other than that, you're just gonna have to stick around. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you know when we upload a new video. That's it. All of Jamal's comfortability is gone, by the way. Polyurethane motor mounts for anybody out there who who knows about them and runs them, gone dead. But I mean, it's a drift car, so he doesn't need any comfortability.
So you have OEM, then you have poly, and then you have solid. So I don't recommend going solid for any type of reason. I mean, unless you want to hear clunking and clashing. But poly is like the nice little in between comfort and drivability.
You're dead.
Never catch me caring. It's not my name. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace out. Where you look, everywhere you go. And you see it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for your contributions. What the hell? The hell's on my face? I probably have so much junk on my face. Do I have stuff on my face? I'm
Just your
dead.
nose.
I'm dead. Here you go.